You know, there are actually quite a few genuinely great SpongeBob SquarePants games. Battle for Bikini Bottom, an absolute classic. The movie game, an absolute classic. The Cosmic Shake, honestly a wonderful game. I even have a soft spot for Creature from the Krusty Krab. All of those have full Let's Plays on my channel, by the way. Go watch them, I worked very hard. Please, I beg you. The only one I still haven't managed to play yet is Titans of the Tide. One day, maybe, probably, hopefully. Now, if you know SpongeBob, you also know his, for some reason, best friend Patrick Star. Why for some reason, you ask? Because Patrick is a bully. After season 4, this wakes up every morning and chooses violence against SpongeBob. Post-movie SpongeBob in general is an experience and not a good one. Every single character got completely flanderized. But Peter, what's flanderized, you ask? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Flanderization is when one single personality trait, usually something small and harmless, gets exaggerated over time until it becomes the only thing that defines that character. That's why Mr. Krabs is no longer a businessman, he is just money with legs. That's why Sandy is basically a walking science textbook. That's why Squidward, the objectively best character in SpongeBob SquarePants, is now just permanently miserable, hates SpongeBob, and every appearance of him feels like Squidward torture corn. And that's why this pink piece of chewing gum is now just stupid. Not funny stupid, not charmingly dumb, no, painfully stupid. The kind of stupid that actually makes everyone's life worse, especially SpongeBob's. And don't even get me started on SpongeBob himself. I'm sorry. Anyway, SpongeBob's best friend Patrick Star already has his own show, The Patrick Star Show. And now he gets his own game, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Patrick Star Game. And the fact that it needed SpongeBob SquarePants in the title to sell itself kind of says everything. So today we're taking a look at it. So we boot up the game and are already greeted by a very simple but actually pretty cute main menu. Seriously, look at his eyes. After a short loading screen, we land inside Patrick's dream, featuring a quarter that is aggressively oversized. Very symbolic, very deep, truly artistic. Shortly after that, we wake up and get our first look at Bikini Bottom. Naturally, I wanted to test the controls, so I tried to attack. You know, like in every other SpongeBob game I've ever played. Patrick's attack, he falls over. That's it, he just collapses. Peak combat design. But then I was immediately excited again because there is an actual burp button. A dedicated burp button. Game of the year already. We then head over to Gary, who wants to cause absolute playground chaos with us. We ride the rocking horse, build a sandcastle, go on the carousel, use the slide and jump on the swings. And then I was emotionally overwhelmed by Gary's cuteness. He purrs! Why is the fucking snail more emotionally stable than half the SpongeBob cast? After that, we roll through the streets, literally roll, and run into Mrs. Puff. She wants us to participate in an illegal street race to teach boaters about the dangers of high-speed boating. Do whatever you want with that logic. After 3 laps, we win the race and get rewarded with sand dollars. Totally legal, completely educational. Next stop, Glove World. There we meet SpongeBob, who tells us in a completely bug-free conversation that he has a surprise for us. Absolutely flawless, no issues whatsoever, definitely not awkward in any way. He hid golden gloves all over Glove World, and now we have to find them. So we fly around with balloons, collect mayonnaise, behave questionably, ride a bunch of attractions and play minigames. You know, normal glove-themed activities. Eventually, we return all the golden gloves to SpongeBob. Then we have to shoot crates with coconuts for him. That one was actually pretty easy. After that, we help feed the hungry citizens of Bikini Bottom. We meet Sandy, and she wants us to jump out of a plane with her. That mission, genuinely fun. Shortly after, we run into Sandy again and help her clean up some mysterious pink goo. Because no SpongeBob game is complete without unexplained slime. We then run into Squidward. He tells us to clear his sunbathing spot from all the parasites. By parasites, he means the citizens of Bikini Bottom. Fair. And how do we remove them? With a high-pressure water hose, because nothing says relaxation like power washing your neighbors into submission. After that, we meet Mrs. Puff at the Demolition Derby Stadium. Her objective? Just destroy stuff. No deeper meaning, no lesson, just break things. Finally a mission that truly understands me. Then Squidward needs our help again. This time he wants us to clean his sunbathing spot with a rock. Yes, a rock. Not a boulder, a rock. And honestly, that mission was over so fast, I barely had time to question it. Next, we head to Jellyfish Fields, where we meet Spongebob again. He wants us to catch a rare blue jellyfish. Simple enough. But then King Jellyfish shows up. He's missing his babies, so now we're on a full-blown jelly rescue operation. And of course, everything worked flawlessly. No bugs, no weird physics, no strange animation glitches, completely smooth experience. Overall, not exactly easy, but actually pretty fun, which is slightly concerning because I wasn't expecting that. Next up, we go back to Mrs. Puff. She wants us to race again, this time across the jellyfish fields. It was pretty quick and honestly actually really fun. I don't know how this keeps happening. After that, Sandy once again needs help with the mysterious pink slime. We clean it up, we get paid in sand dollars, we move on. A true freelance lifestyle. Then we head towards Mrs. Puff boating school. On the way there, a TNT crate explodes because we sprayed water on it, as you do. Totally normal chemical reaction. Water, TNT, boom, science. At Mrs. Puff's boating school, we win another race. More sand dollars. At this point, Patrick is basically a professional athlete. Then Plankton needs our help in the kitchen of the jump bucket. And I have to admit, I loved that mission. Immediately after that, we cross the street and do basically the exact same thing for Mr. Krabs at the Krusty Krab. Except this time, way harder. Then we accidentally triggered the endgame. Yes, accidentally. There's no warning, no dramatic music, no big flashing sign saying, "Hello, this is the final mission, maybe do this last." So yeah, we'll talk about that later. After that little surprise, we helped Squidward once again with his sunbathing spot, this time using a leaf blower. The man will do anything except move 2 meters to the left. As a reward, we get to compete against Squidward at the Bikini Bottom University. First event, drawing. We absolutely dominated and got the highest possible score. Next, interpretive dance. And once again we made Squidward look like an amateur. Then we had to build a sculpture. And shockingly, we won that too. Squidward didn't stand a chance. Somewhere deep inside, this is his villain origin story. After that, we end up at the dump, where Plankton wants us to dig through trash to find treasure chests for him, because of course he does. Sandy once again required our professional slime removal services, so yes, we cleaned up pink goo again. At this point, Patrick should just open up a cleaning company. Star Solutions, we handle your goo. Squidward also needed help again with his sunbathing spot, this time with a broom. We now have cleaned this man's relaxation areas with a water hose, a rock, a leaf blower and a broom. Squidward is not a character, he is a recurring maintenance contract. Next, we had to use the coconut cannon again to destroy crates for Spongebob. And then immediately again, because nothing says gameplay variety like do it twice. After that, we briefly became law enforcement and chased down a street racer. Officer Patrick on duty. No badge, no training, just vibes. And then, for the very first time, obviously, we did the endgame. The Fry Cook games. Totally intentional. Definitely not triggered by accident earlier. First challenge, throwing giant fries into designated containers. Second challenge, serving burgers and fries to customers in record time. Third challenge, filling soda cups, which I'm assuming was Caltrake, because hydration matters. We won the Fry Cook games. We celebrated on stage. Patrick achieved peak career success. And that was SpongeBob SquarePants The Patrick Star Game. So, my final thoughts. This game definitely has its weaknesses. It definitely has its highlights as well. But above all, it is very repetitive. If I had to describe this game in one sentence, I'd say it's Goat Simulator, but in a SpongeBob skin. Was I having fun? Absolutely. Will I ever play it again? Probably not. Should you play it? If you're a hardcore SpongeBob fan, you'll definitely find moments to enjoy. There are genuinely fun missions, there are charming details, and sometimes the chaos actually works. But if you're expecting another Battle for Bikini Bottom level classic, lower those expectations. My final rating? 4 out of 10 instruments. Mayonnaise glasses. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, it would really help me out if you subscribed and liked the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.